Hi guys, welcome back. This 20 game again. We're another Silver and Blood content. If you're enjoying the content in this channel, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Let us hit that 5,000 goal by the end of the year. Thank you again for hitting the 4,000 milestone. Hopefully, it snowballs into realization realization that we'll be able to hit that 5,000 subscriber goal by the end of the year with your help that would come through. And we're talking about Will you will you be pulling for this lovely character here? I'm just gonna show you guys. Are you pulling for Agnes? Okay, so I pulled for Quinn, and I was able to get Quinn because I felt that her skill set, because they're telling previously, some people are saying Quinn is not great. There's like she cannot sustain or whatnot, what if whatnot when before she came out. And when she came out, I was like on the case on her because like this ability of hers is quite easily one of the best abilities right now for sustaining your team, because like you don't die with like so her ability here, during the ability blah 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 here, after the battle, Parasol Shelter. So Parasol Shelter, while taking fatal damage, all subsequent damage for 0.5 seconds. You will not die. You will be alive for 0.5 seconds because of this Parasol Dance. And then when she has this, she channels, she also gets that heals on top of each other. And then if you have Bella supporting her, it's gonna be epic. Okay, I was able to clear a lot of stories with regards to putting Quinn on my team. So that's Quinn, Bella, it's Quinn, Bella, Acapella, Fleeting Bella, and Timeless Iona. So those are for your clearing of the story. While Agnes, on the other hand, she looks really OP because like again, if you review her skills, and she looks really nice. So if you look at her skills, like the first skill would be multi-coordinate analysis. When Agnes skill hits 3 or more enemies, the damage dealt is increased by 30%. This would come up because like she gathers enemies in a certain area. So it's almost like Starry-Eyed Iona, but she, instead of her gathering your teammates, she gathers the enemy on a certain area. So Survey deals an attack on a cone. Yeah, that's it. So Meridian Tracing activates once every 3 basic attacks. Okay, so Shield, when receiving damage, loses Shield Strength instead of HP. So Shield first before HP. When receiving true damage, loses Shield Strength equal to 200 of the damage taken. Shield cannot exceed 200% of the max HP. So this will sustain her as an attacker in a way. So again, she's a melee debuff control character. So she's also part of the Crescent Moon. Again, Crescent Moon is kind of rare in a sense wherein the only prominent Crescent Moons are Del Carlo, Acapella. Who else is like very easily seen as a strong Crescent Moon? We'll look at this. We'll look at the gallery. So Crescent Moon. So Lorelei as well. Like Haiti can't be. I think from other than that, like that's practically it. Okay, that's practically it. Your Crescent Moon are very very thin in a way because like you have your Dal Carlo, you have your most likely Acapella. So Acapella is the I feel like she's the most S tier Crescent Moon character in the game. Okay, so Agnes, on the other hand, she's an attacker, debuffer. So she's gonna be free. Okay, you don't really need to pull for her here. If you're free to play, I'm saving. Look at this. I have 33. I'm saving this like crazy for the next possible banner that's gonna be coming up. We don't know what's coming up because they're changing they're introducing left and right. I'm still looking for a pattern on how they do their thing because again, after this, we might be having like a limited character again on Lorelei and Fleeting Bella as well after this. So we would like to see because there will be, so Agnes will be, after her banner is ending, she will be part of the standard banner. So know for a fact that she's gonna be part of the standard banner. She's a melee attack damage dealer. You already have a melee and melee tank on Bella. I'm not quite sure if you want to put her. She's like, I feel like she's a niche character. Trying to clear content as well as a melee damage dealer is kind of difficult because Timeless Iona is already doing that for you, the damage. And also her ult, Temporal Construct. So Agnes constructs a projected plane at a selected position. After a brief delay, the projectile plane will pull enemies inside the plane. So just like Dalcarlo, so you can do it. Unfortunately, they're both crescent moon. So if you want, you can gather the enemies on that certain area, and then you cast Dalcarlo. And then if you want, you can cast Bella Stun, and then Timeless Iona. It all depends on you how you want to like do this lovely lady in a way. But like she gathers the enemy, planar regressions. Like she is able to movement speed down for 5 seconds. Once the projected plane is constructed, Agnes transforms her weapons and enters her planar regression state for 12 seconds, hurling boomerangs at the projected plane, dealing damage, physical damage to enemies. So physical damage again. So I'm not quite sure if you want her to be paired with your Van Helsing as a physical damage dealer. Modifies her Meridian Tracing skill, hurling a powerful boomerang on the projected plane. So again, like it's like a movement speed down. It's not a stun. I wish it was a stun. So if it was a stun, like a daze kind of mechanic, that's gonna be crazy. But like, is it like defense down is moderate? Okay. So movement speed down and defense down. I wish it was major. If it's major for 5 seconds, that's gonna be OP. This is gonna be an OP skill because like it delays the enemy for you to clear content. So I think she's good for PvP. But other than that, compared to the skills of Quinn, which is very integral for your clearing of content, the one that you don't die. So she's really OP, and this Sunlit Garden is also really great for her to like absorb the Scar of Crowley, and then she gets that so that she instantly heals herself. So fairly decent. I suggest you don't pull for her if you're free to play. If you are a whale or a dolphin, if you want to get her and experience her firsthand, then go ahead. Me, I'm not gonna be doing that. You can easily see where she lies, okay? Where she lies, what her limitations is. Because like if you played quite a lot of gacha games, you will see even the abilities, the possibilities of the combination of the characters. I was like telling previously, even though Queen hasn't come up yet, I think like she's a must pull because of her ability that like your team will not die. So I was like saying that since before she was introduced on the game. Okay, when I saw the kit, this is gonna be instrumental for you to clearing content, which is good. And then I made the content wherein you can pair her with Bella, moving forward, pushing forward. Whenever she released, I pulled for her, tried her out, and she is doing wonders for my team. I'm almost at clearing chapter 15 with almost 15,000 BP penalty points with that team that I was telling you guys. So I think no need to pull for her. You can wait, save your resources. I'm at 33 and I still have 10,000 here. And also you will be getting her here in the Against the Dying Light. So there's like Cartographer's Chronicles here. So just complete every day here. There's gonna be day 2 is opened. So at the 7th stage of you clearing this 4, 5, 6, 7. So at the 7th stage here, so 1, 2, 3, like at the 7th stage, whenever you clear that, you'll be getting her for free. So you don't really need to like invest quite a lot because you're gonna be getting her for free. So that's it. That's me giving you an update on are you pulling for her or not. Again, your team is already stacked for clearing content. So like you can see here, like it's far in between a BP, and this is technically my team of showing you this team. This team is my team. Fairly decent. Like just wanna go see if I'll be able to do this. I'll do this one manually. So this is my team technically. So I'll be casting this for her to have that like ult, and then sustain, mini heals. Then I need to cast the blood. Okay, need to cast that one now. Okay, then go to Fleeting Bella. Where's my Fleeting Bella? Going there. And then I'm gonna cast that one again to sustain for heals. And then Timeless Iona again to destroy everybody. I'm gonna shoot it here. Then cast my Ult. Come on. Can we stun them at the back? So I'm getting sidetracked here. Bella here. So fleeting. Cast that one as well. So I'll be clearing this one. So I'm just gonna do auto. So it's done. Technically that's your team in a way. You're practically done. You don't really need Agnes. So that proves my point. Okay, so you don't really need to rush things. So hopefully you guys like this video. Like and subscribe again. This is 2000 Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye.